What's up, guys? Brian back to talk about Universal Studios Florida. Haven't been to Hollywood yet, want to go there, but Universal Studios Florida. We were just there this past weekend and we got to see this guy, Kong Island, or Skull Island, sorry. Colossal new ride now open, Skull Island, Reign of Kong, Universal Islands of Adventure. So it's at Islands of Adventure. We'll talk about that in a second. But basically, we got the Power Pass, the annual passes. I got a Power Pass. My girlfriend's got a Preferred Pass. We'll talk about them, what you want to get. But if you want to go just to the park, which is $155, one day park to park admission, both parks. 2-day pass is less than $96 per day. 3 days is less than $67 per day. And they're valid for 60 days for the 2-day and valid for 180 days for the 3-day. So if you want to do it that way, you can. 3 days out of it there too. It's good for 3 months, or it's good for 2 months for the 2-day and good for 6 months for the 3-day. That's not a bad way of doing it either. Because a single park admission is $105. So it's either Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure. Just pay the extra $50 and be able to go to both parks, because you really have to go to both parks. There's not that much to do in just either park by itself. Unless if you've already been to one or whatever, I don't know. But either way, and then it's $20 for the 2-day more, $20 for the both days pass, and then $23 or $13 for the 3-day park hopper pass. But 1 day, I don't know. We have the annual pass, and that's a better way of doing it. So if you got the 1-day tickets, $155. We got the I'm just looking at UniversalOrlando.com. Annual passes, we have the Power Pass, that's the basic, then they have the Preferred, and then they have the Premier. The Premier is way too much money. It's $445 plus tax. These all plus tax on it. We have the Power Pass, which is the basic pass. I have that. Blackout dates apply, so you have to be careful of that. Your parking is not free with that. If you get the Preferred Pass, you get free parking after your first visit, because you got to go in, pay for your parking, go get your tickets, walk to the kiosks and get that. So she has the Preferred Pass, I have the Power Pass. We're always going to go together. If you have one person in the car with the Preferred Pass, you get the free parking with it. So you just show them the pass, you get the parking, it's fine. So you don't need 2 Preferred Passes. Unless you're worried about blackout dates, but we live in Florida, so it's not too bad to go all the time. For us, it's about, an hour-and-a-half drive for where we live. But we got a Power Pass that's $235 plus tax. She has a Preferred Pass, it's $310 plus tax. So if you go twice, it pays for itself. It's $155 for a 1-day pass on there. If you got the 2-day passes, it's less than $96, but it's only good for 60 days. The annual pass is good for a whole year for when you do it. So we did it in the middle of August, so we have 365 days back to August. So it's pretty cool to do that. If you have the ability to do the annual pass, it's not too much money if you're going to use it. We're planning to go there probably around Christmas time again. We just went in August. It was so freaking hot. It was like 95 degrees, no sun, no shade, all sun, no rain, just basting, cooking. So hot in there too. So we'll talk about that whole craziness there too. But if you have the Premier Pass, you're getting hooked up, man. You're getting discounts. You're getting 1 free Halloween Horror Nights ticket, select nights, free admission to special events like Mardi Gras, discounted food, discount Blue Man ticket. You all get those. Discounts on hotel sites, you all get those. Universal Express Pass after 4, restrictions apply. So let's talk about that Express Pass. We didn't get the Express Pass because we have the annual passes. And the Express Passes are, if you pay more, you get to go to the separate line. You got the general thing, you got an Express Pass. Sometimes they have single riders, but more rides didn't have that this time there at Universal. But basically, the Express Pass is kind of like crappy, for the people who don't get the Express Pass. I don't know how much it costs. I don't really think about it, but if you get the Premier, you get that included in there. But I like I just buy we have the regular annual pass. So the Express Pass, we're sitting there at the Minion ride, right? The Despicable Me ride, because it's the first thing. We had the pass before, and we never got on that ride because it was like 70, 90-minute wait. And I'm like, I'm not waiting an hour and a half for the stupid Minion ride. Get the heck out of here. So it's like Minion Mayhem or whatever. So I'm like, whatever. So we wait, and we're going at this time. And it's the first ride you come in there, too. You got Minion Mayhem, and you got Shrek 4D, which I like Shrek a lot. Minion Mayhem, you go in, and you got to go through the things, and you wait around there, too. But what they got is the Express Pass line. And pardon my French, but that's freaking bullshit. Because what they do is they go through the thing, the express pass, and then they move it over there. Because you have to go through the little, turnstile, wait through the line, and then you go around the bend, and then you finally go inside, which is air conditioned, thank goodness. And you're like, oh man, it's great. But the express pass goes right to there. And then what they do is they take all the express people, and then they take the regular people. So if you have 40 people with express passes, 40 people go in, the regular line doesn't move. So I was like, what the freak? That sucks. So we sat there and we waited and we moved a little bit, and then we would move a lot, and then we didn't move for freaking 20 minutes, and then we would move, and then whatever. And it's hot as hell. They have poor fans. They have poor, air circulation. It was just terrible. It was so hot. It was so muggy. It was just terrible. Then we got in the air conditioning. It was great. The ride's okay. It's a nice little kiddie ride. It used to be the Hanna-Barbera ride, then the Jimmy Neutron ride, and now it's the Minion ride, the Despicable Me ride. It's a cute little ride. It's great, but not worth the wait for 70 minutes. That's how long the wait said it was. It was probably even more than that, too. And the wait times in some of these rides were pretty good, and some of them were way off. So we did that, and we had the annual pass, so we were going to pick and choose what we wanted to do, So because Universal is the king of having lines that wait, and it was terrible. So we went on Transformers 2 years ago or something, and that was like you'd wait and then go in the line and then turn the corner, and you're like, oh, it's got to be coming up right. Nope, another line. Turn the corner, another line. Turn the corner, another line. And it was just terrible. And that took at least an hour and a half to go on that ride. And it was like, whatever. But we went on the Islands of Adventure. We went there. So we went to Universal Studios. We went through the Minion ride. We went to... Where did we go next? We went through the different Harry Potter world there, too, on the other side, because we didn't get a chance to go there. And the because the Universal Harry Potter world area, where Gringotts and Diagon Alley is, and then you get to go to Islands of Adventure. And we took the Gringotts ride, and it was two things spotted me. Was people walk right past that because it's just a regular wall. They don't say, it's not open like in Harry Potter World Islands of Adventure, the Wizard World of Harry Potter. But if you go in there, it's a brick wall that's kind of hidden. You can walk right by it. And it's right next to it around there, too. They got rid of the Beetlejuice show, and they're going to have a Fast and Furious ride, which seems pretty cool. So I'm excited for that because I like the Fast and Furious, and if they do it right, it would be kind of a cool simulator if they had it with, Dom or Letty or Brian or whoever they have in there too, which would be kind of cool. We were talking about what they might do on there too, but it says hashtag Fast and Furious ride. So they're building it now too, so it's pretty cool because that's Universal. Universal owns Fast and Furious, and that's one of the biggest franchises in the world. And it's grossed a lot of money, especially when it's come back for these past couple movies. So if you like it or not, they're building a ride. Hopefully it'll be good. But basically, Harry Potter World, we went on the Gringotts ride, and it was kind of cool. But the first thing we got in there, and my girlfriend has this like little wallet thing that goes around her wrist, and she's wristlet thing, and it's not real big, but it's a decent size. And she's like, this lady's like yelling at her. She's like, your wallet. Your wallet, will it fit in the pocket? Your wallet. And you're like, whoa. And she was like really British or whatever. And she had an accent. And my girlfriend's like, whoa, yeah. And then she put it in her pocket and it fit in there and it was fine. But she's like, your wallet, will it fit in the pocket? No bags. And like, you're like, okay, is she acting? Is she really British? But then a couple other people that we talked to, they had accents too. So are these people, are they British? Are they from England? Are they from London or wherever? I don't know. Do they have that accent? Are they faking that accent for that Jew? Do they really hire all these people in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter that talk like that? Because I know when I bought my butterbeer, that guy was just some regular, probably college student at UCF or something. So he wasn't speaking that way. But that lady was in, the Gringotts ride. So we went on that. It was pretty cool. I thought it was going to be a little different than it was because it starts off like a roller coaster. And that ride was like you wait in the line, you go down, you go this, you go in an elevator, you go up these steps, you go around, and it was kind of crazy. But either way, it was a good ride. Then we went on Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley was pretty cool. That thing said 10 minutes. It took at least 35 minutes to get to the other side because you got to go through the train. You have to have the pass for both sides to scan the thing and go on there. Then you walk around. Then you walk up the steps. And you walk through the thing. And then you go outside to where the train station is. Then you got to wade through that line. And then you get to the other thing. And then you get into a cart. And it's like the cart I'm guessing in the Harry Potter. I've only seen the first Harry Potter movie. But you wait in a cart, and there was my girlfriend and I, and then 2 people, and then 4 people on the other side, and you're basically looking at a screen on the window where they're simulating you going through the world of that too, and they close the door and it's a screen and you see like Harry Potter and they're talking and they're whatever and they go through it and they have a sequence and there's another sequence and then you get to the Islands of Adventure. You get off the train and then you're in Islands of Adventure. So we did all that. We got to Islands of Adventure and we walked around and it was so hot, so we got a water and a pretzel and whatever. And the Jurassic Park ride has a splash zone area, and I didn't want to get my feet wet and everything, so we were just watching the people get soaked because it puts up a lot of water. And these kids had bathing suits on and they were just getting soaked, and it was pretty funny. But you had to cool down somehow. So we're like, we're gonna do one more ride. Let's do the Skull Island. So this guy right here, Skull Island. The Reign of Kong. This will be the last thing I want to talk about because this video is going on a little too long, but hopefully painting a picture of Universal Studios Florida. 2-part guide here. So you get in the ride. This is the new ride. It was kind of cool. I remember the old King Kong ride, which was in Universal Studios. It's not in Islands of Adventure, but this Kong ride is in Islands of Adventure. So you go in there too, and it's really cool. I don't think they have any pictures of it, but they set it up like this world of... Yeah, I mean, you can't really tell. This one's probably better. But it's back here. And they do set it up. It's right here. And it is pretty cool how they set it up. I mean, you walk through the world. You walk through the line. You go inside. You basically go inside this cave cavern thing in a truck. And it's an animatronic driver and everything. It's on a track. It's all set up and everything. They make you think like it's an actual driver. But... So you go in there and you wait in this line, and it said 70 minutes. So we're like, oh, that's the last ride we're going to do. Let's just do it. So we went in there too, and you wait outside, and it was moving. The line's moving. As long as the line's moving, you feel like you're getting somewhere. But again, it's like you walk to a place, you turn the corner, you wait in another line. You turn the corner, you wait in another line. You turn the corner, you turn another. Oh man, where is this freaking ride at? And you got to go up these things, and then you go up, and then there's another line, and whatever. So we definitely probably waited at least 70, 80 minutes for it. But there's 2 things. Kids were getting scared of this ride because it's in the dark, basically. Before the line, you didn't even get to the ride yet. But people were trying to. The kids were scary because there's this sequence with this like voodoo lady, and she's like Dr. Kong, and she's like saying all these weird words, and then stuff's like chanting and getting louder and getting louder, and then the lights dim and it flickers and they do all that, and then Kong roars. And like you're in this thing and you're seeing the sequence on the like kind of stage area, and kids were getting scared because you're waiting there and you're not moving. You're sitting there and that thing goes off like 4 or 5, 6 times before you even get out of the sequence. So we had to watch that and a bunch of times, and it was kind of entertaining, and that was that. And then we're walking down the road, and then there's like the Skull Island people. There's like a tribe there, and they're making noise and there's skulls all over the place and everything too. And then there's like a space in the hole there too. And there was a black hole on the wall, and this guy was like, boop, and stuck his head out. He didn't scream, he didn't yell, and people were like screaming ahead of us. We're like, what the heck? Maybe someone's scared or whatever, because there was corners where people could try to jump out in there. And there was another part of the wall that was blacked out, and the guy jumps out and goes, and he doesn't say anything, but my girlfriend got scared. She yelled. It was pretty hilarious. And we finally get to the ride, which took forever. We get in the cart thing, we go through it and whatever, and you get in there and the doors open and you go inside, and you got to put the 3D glasses on, and we're watching the ride. And the ride was 2 minutes. You see this thing, you see this sequence, and the girl's shooting and whatever, and you go over this, and it's like 1930s where they're trying to go. They go to Skull Island, and that's where you're supposed to be. And you go there, and you're in the thing, and it's so quick. It's 2 minutes. It's the biggest letdown. The ride should have been longer, a little different sequence or whatever, but it's just a letdown. And it's an okay ride. If you're going to go in Universal, you got to go on it, but I don't know, it was kind of a letdown. Hopefully the ride is only a half-hour wait. I would go there first to go to the back of the park, and then make your way forward would help that. So there you go, guys. That's just some Universal tips in Orlando, Florida. Check out the annual passes. Check out the Park Hopper passes for 1 to 2 day, whatever, 3-day pass if you're a Florida resident and stuff too. You get a little cheaper deals. But there you go, guys. That's just our speaking of Universal Studios Florida. So like, share, subscribe, post your comments below. Do you like Universal? Do you hate it? You like Disney better? Whatever. Have any recommendations about stuff too? Tried the butterbeer. I got the frozen butterbeer. It was $7, but it was worth it because it was super hot that day. Butterbeer was pretty good. It's like cream soda on there too. It's pretty good. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and you guys are awesome.